Man, have you ever seen a more beautiful Persia in 1611? Because I don't know if I have, but either way, welcome back to expanded mod family here in EU4, boys. I hope you're all doing well today. Today we continue our wars, and we are going to reconquer all of their land, as well as maybe take some land for ourselves. We are going to have to see what we are capable of in this war. Now, I've gotten some great comments, so thank you all very much about that. I know somebody had mentioned maybe releasing a Baumanis, annexing and releasing a Baumanis. We're looking around. I don't know, maybe like an Orissa? If we can find an Orissa, they would be a good one. France has a claim. There you go. Here's Orissa. Yeah, see, most of their cores have expired by now. So, I don't know. I mean, we very well may just take most of the clay for ourselves. It's hard to say. I mean, we have influence, so there's not really a downside to playing into the vassal aspect of it. Hard to say. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Obviously, I haven't booted up the game in a minute, so this is what we're working with. Now, before we peace out of the war, we want to take this. It doesn't look like we're going to get global trade in a very timely manner, so we'll take that, which is going to give us that 10% admin efficiency, which is going to be very, very nice. We do need to be mindful. Bengal is in this war, and Bengal's definitely got some armies. They could run roughshod on us if they really wanted to be honest with you. I love those events. Convert me culture. All right, there's that one. Let's get you guys over here. Now, anytime we can find like an army, especially a Malwa army, we want to take that. Now, this Bengali stack over here, so this is more Bengalis. Might be worth stacking up on them. Those guys are marching over here. Let's go ahead and catch them. Always take your 10 to 1s. Very important. What is this? 5502. Can I steal your general? Is that a thing? I don't think so. It'd be cool if I could, though. And let's carpet siege these guys down. And this 30 stack will be a little bit of a headhunter stack over here. Now, yeah, they've got a lot of armies over here. All right, so let's get our army grouped up. Accidentally attacked over here, but it doesn't look like they're going to reinforce. So this is perfect because that means that they actually got off this army, so we can get a 10 to 1 there. And yeah, it looks like they're actually kind of just falling back. So we can continue to occupy these guys down. And Bengal will want out before too long, so I'm not too concerned about them. Also, please leave a comment down below. Let me know how the audio sounds on your end, because I've been tweaking my mic settings a bit more. Wanted to go with a little bit more of a natural sound, you know? Also, if you guys haven't watched my new series as a Poland, I recommend you check that out. Because I'm having fun with it, and I'm trying out. I know the first episode had a bit of a doozy on the release. Some reason the editing software I use is a Premiere Pro by Adobe, and I have no idea what caused it to have the issue that it did, but it did, and it broke my heart. Broke it into a million pieces, and I had to private the video and re-upload it. So I thank you guys for being patient about the technical difficulties. I've actually since been considering switching over to a different editing software, and it's called DaVinci Resolve. So if any of you guys are familiar, make sure you leave some comments down below. I'm always interested in a little bit of, you know, feedback, insight, the people who are better at stuff than I am. So my subject's getting occupied down over here. I don't really care. They have one more core. Looks like did I miss a core? I might have. I don't really care. I'm just going to integrate them. There's no reason to keep them around. Now, that being said, we want to make sure that our absolutism is, you know, the ceiling is as high as possible. But I do think I want to go with this integration policy. Do we not have it? We'll have to figure it out. But I need to get my crown land up to 60 as well. So as soon as we're done with this war, we're going to need to figure that out. Now, Bengal, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, we just need to win a couple of these sieges, and we should be able to get Bengal out. Because obviously Bengal is a large chunk of this war. 43,000, so that's his entire army there. But Bengal still got 80,000 men running around. Beats the 90 they did before, but ay. They took this siege, and now my boys are just taking their sweet time to take it back, like you do. And then my generals are dying. Feels bad, man. Here you go. Let's get those guys off that siege there. The sooner we win their capital, the better. Hopefully they don't win a 28%er. Come on, baby. Get there. Ah, very good. Oof. Talk about a clap. All right. Now, the sooner we win their capital, the better. And as far as buildings go, oof. Yeah, we're going to want to hold off until we can get some cheaper construction cost. We're ahead, so I'm willing to do that. Every one of these buildings that we build is going to give us more money in the long term, so we definitely want to be building them. And then it's also good to be building these roads as well, especially in provinces that give us quite a bit of trade. So don't forget about the roads. If you're playing with Trade Goods Expanded, don't forget about the roads. Very important. All right, make sure we're giving these over to Mewar, because Mewar never changes, if you did not know. One of my first campaigns on the channel. Leave a comment below if you have been around since before the Mewar video, or since or before Mewar never changes. Did Mewar into Rajputana, and then we ended up going for The Sun Never Sets on the Indian Empire, which was a very fun run, might I add. Sadly, that was when I first discovered that EU4 audience on YouTube, you guys, do not watch anything unless it's in Europe. In general, of course. Obviously, there are people that are constantly saying, hey, could you try a series as X nation? And the resounding, most often it's no, because people just don't watch it, sadly. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart in two. General cost, vassal force limit, contribution. Seems a little low, Lim. I think that should definitely be higher than 2. That should be like 50. Yearly army tradition, let's do that. Get us some better generals if we can. Or, avoid our generals being poo-poo. The Persian court, huh? Corruption, morale of navies, or cav combat. Say no more, fam, I'm in. Goodness gracious. How's that for an event right there, man? Alright, let's get that fort back over here. Well, to be honest with you, I reckon we can probably get whatever we want from a truce right now. So obviously, we're going to return all that. That's what we were actually here for. Now, let me see here. Andhara. It doesn't look like there's anybody that's really worth releasing over here. Not that I can see off the top. Yeah, like these guys here, but they wouldn't be able to really reconquest anything. I would just take it and then, annex them whenever I could. Not worth, in my opinion. Cost me a lot of Diplo. Yeah, same with you. Not really a whole lot to worth worrying about. Perhaps this is best. Just, annul his alliances here. Let's see. Anything good here? Diplo advisor. No. Give up their claims on my lands. Probably not worth, honestly. Share maps of Asia. We can already see most of Asia. Let's see here. I guess we'll just go with war reps and all your money and transfer some trade power. Nah, this is fine. That way we can integrate both my vassals over here. Now, looks like, ooh, Marwar, or whoever this was over here, Malwa, I think it was? No, this is Malwa. Whoever this was over here, Multan, looks like their cores have expired. They definitely did. Lots of cores have expired over here, actually. Alright, that's fine. So, this is nice, though, because I've diplomatically isolated these guys. So I guess we really need to consider what's next. Let's take a look here. We have no truce with these guys. Do we have any claims? Not really. Jeez, oh Pete. So I guess we want to work through our mission tree then. A lot of our missions do actually include us heading over this way. So, Indian border here. Oof, that'll give us... I wish I would have seen this. Okay. Yeah, I wish I would have seen this before. Okay, that's my bad. So we need at least one province with 5 base manpower and a castle. And At least one province in Kalat area. All right, so this area has a fort, so that one should now apply. Very good. Now this province here is in Kabulistan, I think is what it said, yeah? All right, so we just need to give it a little bit of mail. This is the same one here, so 2 clicks there. Oh, come on now. And that should give us that one. Sadly, man. Ugh, I wish I would have seen that. That's okay, because now we can conquest all of that. And then once we do that, we will get this, which will give us some splendor and some prestige. Okay, why is it giving us prestige twice? Melva? You have some explaining to do. And then this one here, this Iran is a Borzorg, or however it's pronounced, will give us some governing capacities, which is nice. The door to Kemet. Oh yeah, we're about to get really crushing through this. Permanent claim on Egypt. Okay, so it looks like this next war with Delhi is what we really need to do here. So, it looks like our truce isn't up for a while. So I suppose we're just kind of chilling, letting our economy work up a bit then, yeah? We can start working through some of these guys. So generally the best way to do it is you build them in the build these buildings in the provinces that have no building slots, because what that means is that you've already built all the buildings that can go there. So in general, it's like the most efficient, because you build buildings in provinces to maximize the benefit of that province. So then that generally, it's just a general rule of thumb where if you want to build these in provinces that have no building slots, it means because they've been built in. So we have 6 buildings in this province. So it's like, okay, clearly this province has some investment into it, right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Now we can core up some stuff, and we are ahead of time. So we might as well full core everything we're able to as well, that is. And then our economy will just, slowly recover over time. Very good. Ooh, hold on a minute. 78 ducats a month. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Our golden era is over quite a while ago. Oh my gosh, what is this? He's only 31. 20% tech cost for 1 stab is very good. Huh. I mean, that's 120 mana of each kind for 1 stab. I think that's worth. Obviously, we hope that they live to be long enough for it. That's a good event. I like that. Half off siege ability guy. Oh, I didn't even get my Cav combat ability guy. He's 50% off, so we'll go with him for now. Siege ability is one of those things that I just like. I'm a sucker for it. We still have this guy for great project upgrade cost too. So let's take a look at some of our missions that maybe require us to do a little bit of great projects. Yeah, most of these require... So as soon as we get this mission, we'll be able to start ripping through these ideas. So this will be good. All right. Now, I also need to unstate this stuff because it's all been converted already. So then what we do is we come over here, add those guys all to the trade company. That will get us a merchant, as well as this one here. Well, at least I assume it will. I need to give it a monthly tick. Yes, very good. Yes, so we're really going to be making some progress there. As far as merchants goes, I suppose we should steer with you since we're collecting over here. It's definitely not ideal, but you know, a little bit isn't going to hurt us. I will full core up everything that I'm able to. Obviously, governing capacity is going to be limiting, but that's okay. We can build plenty of these buildings as well. Let me get my auto clicker out here. I always get asked. It's called Auto Clicker by Shocker. It's a little minimalist mod, or little minimalist plugin. You just open up an application, it just sits on the edge of your screen. It's really nice. A manufacturing in van, or 25% or more trade power in there. Well, we're definitely going to do that because we'll be able to do that. Let's educate our heir and let him pick. Absolutely. Very good. Trade efficiency and yearly corruption. Both good things. Both will undoubtedly help our economy in the long term. So I'm happy with that. And obviously, admin ideas might have been a good idea. Let's start considering what our next one is going to be. I'm pretty keen on actually switching, so saving up a little bit of this, switching away from the feudal theocracy. I think we can go back to it. I would be very surprised if we couldn't after we switched off. But what you do is you switch to a monarchy that, say, like, not the Eastern plutocracy, because this one gives us plutocratic, disallows aristocratic. What you do is you switch to, like, an autocracy, grab aristocratic, and then switch back to the feudal theocracy. It only costs 100 government reform because you switch it twice. So that's an option. I think that's what we're going to do. Really going to have to just kind of see. If it doesn't work, I'll just probably save scum, honestly. Some things work, some things don't. That's just how it works with EU4, you know? All right, what's going on over here with the Mams? Portuguese conquests of something down here in South Africa. Mamluki in South Africa. You guys colonizing, huh? Expo expansion. There you go. I respect that. Right, so these guys are marches. So I'm not integrating them anytime soon. I know that. I knew that. Right, let's have you guys suppressing. Obviously, I'm going to have some rebels or some guys over here. What is my 35, 30? So is this a 35, 30? That is. So this is like an extra stack. So let's have you guys head like somewhere over here. Group up with these guys. We'll have them conform to the template. And we'll continue to build these buildings up as well. Probably only in the provinces that it's actually useful. Hey, you love to see that. Getting raided by the knights, I don't care. Now, we have most of our border forts built up a little bit, which is good. Definitely going to need to upgrade the forts for my subjects over here. This is hills, right? No. This one is hills. Where's his capital? Where's your capital? Is it right here in Mewar? Homie, where is your dang capital? What? I swear. There it is. Here in the desert province. I swear it's not. It is not visible. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Now, these guys are Zoroastrian, so they will continue to convert stuff to Zoroastrian, which is really good for us. Also, let me see here. I saw some rebels popping. Where you at? That's good. I always love whenever I tell my AI to walk somewhere and then it doesn't. I don't see rebels, so I assume that they've been handled. But what I was going to say is a couple of these investments can be very useful. And since we have trade ideas, can't remember which one it was, but we have one of these ones that lowers the price. So what this does is this gives us more trade power in these areas, which allows us to steer more, which is pretty good. And yeah, now we're collecting. Oh my gosh, we're making over 100 ducats a month. That's so good. Wait till we start getting our manufactories built. They're so cheap. Oh my gosh. Perhaps, not perhaps, we're definitely doing it. We're going to go indebted to the merchants, which is going to give us a large lump sum of money. We're also going to yoink crown land, which is going to put us over 60, which will help us with our growth here. Maybe, yeah, yearly absolutism. Why does it say it's only going up by 0.5? Maybe it just needs a monthly tick there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. We're not going to take that, of course. So I suppose we might as well do a little bit of production dev. Most of like the real useful ones have already been invested in significantly. There we go. And, ooh, what we got here? Ooh, there's plenty of them. Goodness gracious. Generally, I'm keen on admin efficiency, but since here we are, yearly absolutism early on is probably going to be more useful. Minimum autonomy and territories, 20%. That sounds very strong. 50% state maintenance of all provinces with accepted or brother culture. Interesting. Promote culture cost. Recruitment time. Interesting. Okay. I am going to go. It's nice to see a couple of extra ones that don't suck because these are pretty weak. These 3 are good. These 4 are garbage for the most part. So that's really useful. Anyways, we have really, really cheap loans. So what you can do is take a look here. Maybe we can find an advisor for cheaper buildings. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look how cheap these manufactories are going to be. 240. It's like half price. That's literally half. Okay. So then what we're doing is we're going to build them. Everything in that we can in our home node, we want to be building manufactories, specifically in provinces that have decent trade goods. Like horses is a good one. Let's see here. Copper is a good one. Livestock is okay, but we're probably going to mostly switch those over to latent goods. Speaking of, we definitely can do that. Let's switch Kabul over here to jewelry. I don't know if there's much jewelry else in the world. Hormuz, we could also switch to jewelry, so I'm going to do that. Jewelry is going to give us the 2.5% admin efficiency so long as we can be trading in it. So that will be really useful. Yeah, not worth it over here. Leather is definitely good. So we're gonna be switching some stuff over to leather. This one's a good one. And then we got another province like right here. Okay. Ugh, it's desert. All these desert provinces. Mountains, desert. This one's at least highlands. This one here should probably be switched over, since we can steer from there. Why can I not allow it? Why does it not allow it? Let's see here. We need at least 10 development in that province. This one only has 6. Ah, there you go. So let's do 2 clicks there, and then 1 more manpower click, and then we can switch that one over to leather as well. That'll be good. Now these ones here, the discipline and the goods produced with production building, that's a really useful one. Metalworking and munitions are also quite useful just because their trade value is pretty solid at 4 and 3.5. So I suppose we should probably get some of them, yeah? You can build those wherever. You just need to basically find a province that's got decent development with a trade good that is maybe not so useful. So like right here, dates, they're okay. But if we wanted to, you can see how much development there is here. There's already 12. 12! That's crazy. Don't build that plantation there. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to build a munitions factory there. Now, horses is 3.25. So we're going to keep that because that's a pretty solid trade good. Let's see here. Like silk. Tea is pretty solid as well. What else we got? I want to find a province that's like decently developable. Is that a word? Like Waset here. Let's convert that one here over to metalworking. And then another province over here that's like Baghdad is cloth. So we're going to keep that. This is desert here. Tikrit here. More dates. So let's switch that one over to metalworking as well. And the reason being is we're steering most of the trade in this node. So most of the stuff that's being produced in that node is going to go directly to us. So that's good. Now I would like to get some of this as well. We need tin. All right. I don't think we have tin. Tin is over here. So that's how I usually go that. Yeah, we don't have any tin, sadly. We can get a little bit of it from southern India, but aside from that, we're not going to be getting any cannons anytime soon. That's okay. That is all right. All right, so more manufactories it is. So again, find provinces that have trade goods that are pretty solid. For example, like this one here, I want to build that. So what I need to do is find a province that I can get rid of, like this barracks, get rid of that. Build a textile manufactory there. Same thing here. Courthouse, I could, yeah. We should probably keep the workshop, especially if we're going to build a textile manufacturer there. And you just kind of do the same thing, just rip it out, especially if there's a church. Always get rid of churches. Churches are worthless. I don't think we need a fort here, so let's go ahead and get rid of the fort and build you there. Sari, get rid of the church. That's what those are the ones that I always get rid of. And then, yeah, you just keep rinse and repeat. Get rid of the church. Because you don't make much money from tax in the late game. This marketplace is probably not necessary, so let's go ahead and wait 1 month, and we'll get started on those. Now, these are going to build up in 51 months, and they're going to give us a ton of goods produced, which is going to boost up our economy, which will then allow us to spend more money making more money, right? Now, we're still 9 years ahead of time on these technologies, so I'm going to develop a bit. And I'm hoping to develop enough that I can get Up to 71. There you go. That way I can sell that. A little more money to invest into these guys. And you just keep doing the same thing. That's saffron. What we got here? That is wine. Poppies, huh? Is poppy good? 4. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we want to bring on the poppy, baby. Now, this one is in... Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. Again, you're just kind of looking for problem like Baghdad here. Get rid of the church. Build a manufactory. This one here, get rid of the church. Build a manufactory. And goods produced is not affected by anything other than... Actually, it's not affected by anything, I'm pretty sure. So, any of your local modifiers, goods produced will be produced no matter what. Whether it's an accepted culture or not, it does not matter. Here we go. And again, every single one of those provinces is going to produce more goods produced. So, like, for example, this is going to produce an extra point or +1 goods produced. So, this 1.4 will go up to 2.41, right? Which is crazy. That's a huge buff. And what that does is that increases the amount of value that this is putting into this node that is being steered into Persia and being collected. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Trade is very complicated, and I could never truly do it justice by just explaining it, in passing in a video. So hopefully you guys learned something today. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, because there's plenty of content you're missing out on if you are not subscribed. If you want to join my Discord, my subreddit, my Twitter, you can check those all out, linked in the description below. And if you want to, there's probably a video on screen right now that you can check out. I definitely recommend that. Check out my second channel, Chewyshoot, and support me on Patreon if you have it within your means, because it really does go a long way towards letting me do this full time, making these videos for you. That's all I got for you for today, guys. This is Chewyshoot, and I'll catch you guys later.